Who file ISF for offset printers? Hey there, import aficionados. Today, we're diving into a world that's vital for offset printers and their operations, the Importer Security Filing, or ISF. Now, who in the offset printing game actually needs to file this? Let's unravel the mystery. First off, let's set the stage. Offset printers often engage in international trade, which means they are importing, and that's where the ISF comes into play. The ISF is essentially a pre-arrival notification to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP. And guess what? Failing to file the ISF can bring some serious consequences. So, who exactly needs to file this ISF? Well, it all starts with the importer. This could be you if you're the one buying those shiny sheets of paper or the ink that makes your magic happen. The CBP requires that the ISF be submitted by the individuals or businesses who are responsible for the goods once they reach American soil. If you thought your local printing company might be off the hook, think again. Printers that support their own import activities, or even act on behalf of clients, must file an ISF as well. It's not just the business sending the supplies, it's anyone involved in the import process. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty about who files. An ISF is generally filed by the importer of record, which can be a business or an individual recognized by CBP. But don't fret if that sounds a bit complex. Many companies hire customs brokers to handle this filing. They're like your superhero in the customs world. Okay, let's keep things relatable. You run a thriving offset printing business. You order tons of paper from overseas, and that's when the ISF requirement comes into play. You'll need documents that specify your shipping details, including things like the seller, buyer, and the ultimate consignee. What if your business partners with a freight forwarder? Good news, your freight forwarder can file the ISF on your behalf, which allows you to focus on what you do. Just ensure that you provide them with the necessary details so they can file accurately and on time. Let's switch gears for a moment. What if you're a small startup that's just gotten into importing for your offset printing business? That's great, but take it from me, even the small guys need to file ISF if they want to avoid hefty penalties. Now, don't forget about the ultimate consignee. This is just a fancy term referring to the final destination of your printed materials. If you're sending your offset prints straight to a customer, they better be clear on this filing matter. If they're in the mix, they might also bear the responsibility for the ISF. Are you still following along? Good. Now that we've covered who must file the ISF, let's take a closer look at what happens if you skip this critical step. First off, CBP can hit you with fines up to $5,000 for violations, which may not sound like a big deal until you realize it comes out of your profit. On top of that, you might face delays in your shipment, which can stall your offset printing jobs. And I know how important it is to meet deadlines in this business. You don't want your clients breathing down your neck because customs is holding up your supplies. So let's recap. If you're in the offset printing game and you're importing materials, you are likely responsible for filing the ISF. Whether you're the importer, a freight forwarder, or even an ultimate consignee, knowing your role in this can save you headaches down the line. And here's a pro tip. Always stay updated on ISF regulations and guidelines. The customs landscape is constantly changing new laws, new fee structures. And you don't want your business caught in a bind, right? Before we wrap it up, I'll leave you with an encouraging thought. While ISF filings might seem tedious, mastering them can enhance your company's reputation and reliability in the world of international trade. Trust me, your clients will appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in, print professionals. If you found value in today's breakdown, hit that like button and share it with someone who could use a hand in the customs filing process. And don't forget to subscribe for more interesting content on customs brokerage, international trade, and all things ISF. Disclaimer note below. Until next time, keep those printers rolling and your paperwork ready.